Bellator is a cornerstone of our network and a franchise that Viacom is proud to have in its portfolio. And what better place to hold the first Bellator on Paramount press conference than here at the legendary Paramount lot. It's on this lot that the term movie star was coined over 100 years ago, and we've got some pretty big stars of our own sitting here at the dais. These fighters here will fight on the Paramount Network Saturday night, January 20th at 9 p.m., taking place at the LA Forum. And what makes this event also special is that there will be two main events, Rory McDonald versus the champ Douglas Lima, followed by the premiere of Bellator's Heavyweight Grand Prix, Chael versus Rampage. The new Heavyweight Grand Prix that will crown a heavyweight champion is a huge initiative for the Paramount Network, Bellator, and Viacom. We view this as a year-long series, a special series, a storyline that fans can follow from event to event. As you'll see on Saturday's broadcast and in the arena, we will creatively differentiate the main event card and the Grand Prix in many different ways. We want this creative differentiation to make the Heavyweight Grand Prix feel like a separate and unique event to the audience, and that's why it ends the night. And moving forward, all of the Bellator tentpoles in 2018 will end with a Bellator Grand Prix event.
Could please for Scott, I wanted to ask, a lot's been made of the construction of this card. What's the main event? What's the co-main event? Now I think the terminology is it's a double main event. So I guess can you talk about kind of how you came to the conclusion that that's the way the card should be laid out? And it sounds like from the statement made, every card the rest of the year, this Heavyweight Grand Prix will be the final fight of the night, but we don't want to call it necessarily the main event of the night. Is that right?
I mean, look, both these fights deserve to be the main event. So this is a double main event. And, John had already spoken to it earlier. And I think that if you'd like to, to get it explained a little bit in more detail, we can sit down and talk after the press conference. Sure. And do you have any teasers? It sounds like you said you're going to differentiate a little bit how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. Do either one of you have any teasers of what we can expect to see?
Well, I think it's going to make a lot more sense to you on Saturday when if you're watching the broadcast, you're in the arena, and we hope that you are all in the arena because it's going to be an incredible night. It's going to be a packed house. But it'll make sense to you because what we're doing is we're really creating it's like a show in a show within a show. It's an event within the event. And we're really creatively differentiating these two things in a big, big way. You'll see it on Saturday. I won't give you all the surprises, but I know that it'll be a great time and it'll be a very entertaining night.
And then just for John, what was the time frame about the decision to flip-flop the main event and make the heavyweight tournament the main event for across the year? When did that all kind of go down and get decided?
It's very soon. We've started we started thinking about, obviously the Grand Prix has been in the works for a long time, but creatively how we lay out the show, which is what this is about, was just I think it was a week ago. So this is yes, it was quick. It was recent, very recent. So things happen fast, for sure.
What's the justification for having sorry, some of you guys don't know who's talking. What's the justification for having a middleweight fight a light heavyweight in a heavyweight tournament be the main event above probably the best welterweight title fight in the sport?
Yeah, I think we've already addressed that. If you'd like to talk about that after, we're more than happy to sit down. But I think we've already addressed that. And listen, we're moving on. And the announcement was made. We made the decision to move forward, and the network did. So, to me, if you have another question other than that, we'll gladly talk about the fighters. You have all these great athletes up here. They've already discussed how they feel about it. And we all talked about this in length. So, to me, it's either the next question or we'll talk about something else.
Whose decision was it?
We can talk about something else later. Thank you. I mean, we've already talked about this. It's. You did. Tell him, Rampage. I don't know.
Any questions? Question up front?
If you wanted mommy. It was mommy.
Turn the mic on.
It was mommy. When I called up Coker and John and I engineered this entire thing, okay, I did tell them if Dougals and Roro want to stick around in the back, I'll happily fight them in the locker room if it makes them feel more appreciated. But as things stand, they're going to clear my office so I can go to work. Thank you.